started to take pictures and send to my son because he would say, they're nice when he's a much neater.
You see? You know, they are. They're American.
But I think they should work. And the white over was nice. Right, and they're adjustable.
So this is where I'm going to put this. Sending in all of the
Right smack in the middle, so don't fall.
Okay.
Right, so it's going to have dark hair, so he doesn't be here. Yes.
There they are. Yeah, they're coming in just down the bleachers so they can see each other, but they're not going to let them start going until the meeting is over.
Very good. Good afternoon. If everyone could please take their seats. All right, welcome. On behalf of Pasco-Hernando State College's Nursing Department, I am delighted to welcome you to our Fall 2019 pinning ceremony. Each student has successfully completed the rigorous requirements for the nursing program. We are here to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. At this time, I would like to ask that the audience please silence your phones. Please stand as the graduates process into the auditorium and remain standing as William Randy Baxley, a Porter Campus Paramedic Transition graduate, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
please join me as we say the Pledge of Allegiance to our American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. With liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. You may be seated. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Timothy Beard, President of Pasco-Hernando State College.
Thank you, Dean Gabbard. Good afternoon. Let me just say before we get into our comments on this year, the rest of America found out what we already knew here at PHSC, and that is we have the top LPN and nursing program in the state of Florida out of 164 public and private nursing programs. This is a special day in your professional career, even though it may be the start. What you have done here over the last several years, something you will never forget. It is a celebration that's very momentous as we celebrate your accomplishments in becoming a nurse. First, allow me to introduce members of our very esteemed District Board of Trustees who have taken out their time to be with us today. And we ask that you will hold your applause until we have called all our trustees. Please join me in welcoming our Vice Chair, Marilyn Pearson Adams from Hernando County, and Mr. Lee Maggart from Pasco County. Also from our district board, our foundation board of directors, we have Mr. Brian Horn with us today. Come on, give Brian a hand. We'd also like to recognize any representatives of the hospitals or Pasco or Hernando healthcare programs or systems that are here with us today. If you work for a healthcare entity, we ask you to stand as well. Let's give them a hand. Nursing students, I am sure I don't need to remind you that you have completed the requirements for a career that makes each of you quite unique. You've completed the requirements for a nursing degree. It is such a monumental phrase for today, a phrase that tells us you have withstood hours upon hours of concentrated studies and even more hours doing clinicals. You have completed the requirements. Many of you also did this while maintaining part and full-time jobs, managing a family, raising children, caring for aging parents, and much more. We applaud you for getting to this point of completion. As with all things that come to an end, there's a beginning. Today is the day where you will stand among friends and say with great pride and some humility, quote, "I am a nurse," unquote. The nursing profession comes with many rewards and countless responsibilities. As a nurse, you have an opportunity to assist in healing bodies as well as hearts, minds, and souls. In few other professions are we present at life's most significant events, from birth to death, from crisis to recovery. Your textbooks may have provided instruction on appropriate bedside manners, but it is instinct and experience that can prepare you for consoling heartbroken patients or their loved ones. Offer respect and dignity to helpless and the vulnerable is a skill set that is somewhat inherent. Part of who you are as a person and a professional. Most likely you will have days when you feel physically and emotionally exhausted, but your commitment to your field will sustain you, knowing that as a nurse, your patients depend upon you. And I am quite confident that you are well prepared as you move forward in your career as a nurse. In fact, let me recognize this very illustrious faculty here at PHSC in nursing. Will you please stand, if you will, our nursing faculty? You make it happen. Nursing faculty, we indeed bow to you for your commitment to our nursing graduates who are here with us today. For those who have gone before them and those who will soon follow them, we appreciate this faculty for their hard work and labor that they give toward you, our students. Graduates, you are now members of a profession whereby compassion, caring, and healing is the very core of what you do. You will remember that you've not merely chosen a sophisticated technical career, you have chosen one that requires a depth of character far beyond the ordinary. I'm talking about your willingness to set aside your personal problems and your emotions to give full measure to the service to which you are called. This is indeed character. While often difficult, your profession also rewards you as witness to some of the most happiest moments of your patient's life. The moment when a patient is cancer-free, the birth of an infant, the gratitude expressed by patients and loved ones who benefit from your care. We are quite confident that you will be successful, that you will walk the extra mile, because that is the special calling of this very noble profession in which we call nursing. Congratulations again on this worthy achievement, and best wishes in your future endeavors. But I still know your best days are yet ahead of you. Again, congratulations to our nursing graduates. Let's give it up for our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Baird. At this time, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank some individuals. First, I would like to recognize our welding department at Pasco-Hernando State College, who worked very hard to make our new trellises here up on stage. So we really appreciate them doing that. I would also like to thank our nursing faculty and staff. Without their wisdom and guidance, the achievements of these students would not be possible. Would the nursing faculty and staff please stand? In addition, there are other Pasco-Hernando State College faculty, staff, and administrators with us today. Would you please stand? And our community healthcare agencies. Without our healthcare agencies, we would not have the placement for our students to learn, as well as their jobs after they graduate. So any healthcare facilities, please stand. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our veterans and people who are currently in the military. If you would please stand. Thank you. And I know we have many members of the audience that are graduates of PHSC. Would you please stand? And lastly, I know that the graduates would like to thank family and friends for all of your help and support throughout their education. So, student graduates, would you like to thank your family and friends? At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Dale Weinberger from the West Campus Generic ADN program, who will be sharing reflections on nursing.
What is a nurse? This is the question that we were all asked on the first day of fundamentals. I can't exactly remember what my answer was, but like many of you, I'm sure it was along the lines of, a nurse is caring and compassionate, and a nurse is somebody who likes to help people. While those are both correct, we would also learn that in nursing school, there is correct, and then of course there is the most correct. So what is a nurse? A nurse is someone who notices that your loved one is diaphoretic, suddenly short of breath, and has an increased level of anxiety. They immediately apply the oxygen, call a physician, because they suspect a life-threatening pulmonary embolism. And because of them, your loved one will be at Christmas dinner this year. A nurse is the first person to ever grade you. It's called an APGAR score at birth. And in all likelihood, a nurse will be there to provide palliative care at the end of life. I want you to think about how powerful that is for just a second. A nurse is there at the beginning, the end, and every illness in between. A nurse is someone who does not pass judgment and treats every patient with compassion and professionalism, regardless of who they are or what life choices they may have made. A nurse is a person who puts all others before them. A nurse will come in for a fourth 12-hour shift in a row, not because they need the money, but because their patients need them. To my fellow students, we made it. The day we've been counting down for 2 years, some of us more, is finally here. Enjoy it because we earned it. However, this is only the beginning. The students in my class, they know I like to tell stories, so I'm going to ask you to suffer through one more short one. When I graduated Marine Corps recruit training in 2005, I felt a lot like I do today, excited, hopeful, ready to take on the world. But then my drill instructor told us something that I couldn't believe. He said, "Congratulations, gentlemen, you made it through the easy part." Took about a year later and 2 weeks into my first deployment to Iraq when I realized that no truer words had ever been spoken to me. I believe the same is going to be true here, because we will no longer have our instructors to look back on when we don't know something. We will have to figure it out on our own. We will not be able to tell the nurse when we find something abnormal. And we will no longer be able to use that safety blanket we all liked. I don't know, let me ask the nurse. Because now we are the nurses. Lives will literally be in our hands, and that's okay because our instructors have prepared us well, and I am confident that we will be successful. I'm going to offer this challenge to you and myself as well. Just because we are finished school does not mean we are done learning. One of my biggest takeaways from school is that nurses, we will be learning our profession for the rest of our career. We always need to be the nurse that does know, the nurse that can be relied on and looked up to. We always need to push ourselves to be better and never settle for just being an okay nurse. You need to always strive to be the nurse that you want taking care of your loved one. To all the friends and family here today, thank you for being here with us from the beginning. As you've all seen over the last 2 years, we've worked hard to be here, but without your support, it wouldn't have been possible. Whether that's been watching our children on clinical days or listening to us ramble on about tests, we couldn't have done it without you. Now we will actually be able to participate in family get-togethers instead of sitting on the couch, our nose buried in a book or a computer. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank all of our instructors. It's amazing what you do. Like a parent in the early stages of life, you have watched us crawl, take our first steps, and now you're ready to send us off into the real world. Hopefully, we'll be able to all make you proud. What instructors do is truly amazing. They are essentially able to compile a lifetime worth of experience in this field, and take individuals who don't know the first thing about it, and in 2 short years, turn out advanced entry-level nurses who are competent enough to take care of people in some of their most difficult times. I may not speak for everybody when I say this, but if my education had relied on Bruners, I would have been in trouble. Everything we know now, we know because our instructors have taught us. Through this whole process, you have led by example and shown us what good nurses should be and have emulated what we all hope to be one day. The amount of knowledge that's sitting in this room right now is truly astonishing. I know I speak for everyone graduating today when I say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for leading us through this, through all the self-doubt, for pushing us to be better, and for not giving up on us, even though at times some of us may have given up on ourselves. As instructors, the number of patients' lives you have touched is beyond count, because moving forward, every patient we take care of is only because of the tools and the knowledge you have passed to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. I'm sure many of you have heard the lingo at home and out in the, I know my family always says, oh, you can tell she's a nurse. Unfortunately, our guest speaker had an unexpected emergency and was not able to attend, so we're just going to move ahead with our pinning. The pinning ceremony tradition originated in the 1860s at the Nightingale School of Nursing in London. Florence Nightingale chose to honor the nursing student by presenting each graduate with a medal. This afternoon, you will see the symbolic recreation of this nursing tradition as each student receives his or her nursing pin. The nursing pin represents both the student's association with Pasco-Hernando State College as well as the nursing profession. The act of pinning marks a significant milestone for each of these students, the rite of passage into the nursing profession. The pin serves to remind everyone of nursing's historic promise to serve others. Graduates, as we begin our ceremony, take a moment to reflect on your experiences and imagine the fulfilling career you will have as a future nurse. At this time, the nursing students will receive their pins. Will the LPN transition and paramedic transition Porter campus faculty please step forward? Alexandra Bernal. Sydney Boyd. Samantha Claiborne. Ashley Edwards. Brianna Gasik. Caroline Hart. Stacy Hicks. Alexa Lahara. Michelle Laterno. Lakesia McIntosh. Jose Morales. Jamie Polowitz. Alicia Rainwater. Megan Rich. Rhonda Smithwick. Jasmine Vanay. William Randall Baxley. Jeffrey Haspray. Caitlin Hassett. Shaniqua Hutton. Matthew Johnson. Crystal Nunez. Bruna O'Connor. Practical Nursing, Porter Campus. Francisco Blanco. Hannah Brandt. Brianna Carrington. Shauna Ellis. Elizabeth Fabian. Sydney Gasik. Samantha Lucky. Emily Martell. Helen Moss. Charity Reyes. ADN Generic Porter Campus faculty, please come forward. Miranda Clemson. Megumi Hasagawa. William Hickman. Ashley Halse. Julie Johnson. Allison College. Kelly Knight. Jason Lavek. Rachel Ann Liska. Laura Lowry. Donna McDonald. Earl Miranda. Karen Price. Landon Relier. Crystal Sawyer. Logan Sioni. Mary Sullivan. Isabel Tursick. Amy Lynn Zweil. ADN, Generic West Campus faculty, please step forward. Joanna Bailey. Anna Beckel. Brittany Beamer. Anna Burchard. Patricia Casadesis. Catherine Castro. Mary Chubb. Alexandre da Silva Laki. Amber Dillander. Kyle Eisenhower. Anthony Ferrara. Kristen Grapponi. Julia Hayhurst. Patty Harigi. Kristen Knoll. Jessica Miller. Kaylin Morris. Victoria Noble. Shauna Prettyman. William Smith. Rochelle Sweet. Caitlin Taloga. Casey Christina Taylor. Elise Webster. Crystal Weinberg. Dale Weinberger. Danielle Weinberger. Sarah Wokey. Practical Nursing West Campus faculty, please step forward. Nancy Candy. Emma Carter. Melissa Corrado. Rick Corrado. Ashley Crawford. Ashley Day. Elisa Duthie. Jennifer Garza. Tiffany George. Caitlin Gibson. Brianna Gomez. Kayla Hill. Jordan Jackson. Aaron Johns. Allie Maddox. Sarah Marsh. Shelby McDonald. Joanna Pringle. Nina Rebston. Edisaida Robles. Leone Smith. In the days of Florence Nightingale, candle flames were used to light the way for nurses making their rounds to care for the sick and injured soldiers during the Crimean War. To the wounded soldiers, the sight of the flame and the nurse's visit brought feelings of comfort. Today, the bright flame symbolically represents knowledge, enlightenment, experience, compassion, and hope. In conjunction with the lighting of the lamp, a pledge is recited as an act of dedication to the ideals of nursing. Graduates, as you recite the Nightingale Pledge, listen to the words. Remember that the profession you have chosen is grounded in tradition, professionalism, and compassion. Please take your lamps. Please stand, turn, and face the audience. Please repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in integrity and to practice my profession ethically. I will maintain competency and be always mindful of patient safety. I will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family matters coming to my knowledge during my nursing practice. With loyalty, I endeavor to devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Nursing graduates, congratulations on your accomplishments. You may now turn off your lamp and be seated.
Well, graduates, you have now been here. I think it's 2 years ago I met the RNs, and the year ago, most of the LPNs in the transition. Can you believe you've made it to this day? No. So, there's been a few tears, would you say? Yeah. A few good times, would you say? Yeah. Are you going to be the best nurse that you can be? Yeah, very good. We've done our job. I know it's not been easy. I know that each day you have to give up a piece of your personal life, your work life, to do what you needed to do to come to school. But you have done it, and we are very, very proud of your accomplishments. So with that being said, I'm going to give some closing remarks. To each of you, may the joy and excitement that you feel today, and I can sense that, be with you every day of your career. You have chosen a career that is not for the faint of heart. You have chosen a career in which you put others before yourself. You have chosen a career that will require you to work long, hard hours in which you may not always feel appreciated. But you have chosen a career in which compassion and care bring comfort to others, those others in need, and you make their lives better. Or in some cases, you're required to assist that patient with death. You have chosen the profession recognized nationally as the most trusted profession. So go forward and practice with integrity, honesty, and compassion for others. Make us proud, nursing graduates of 2019. Congratulations. Very good. Audience, I'll ask that you please remain seated as the graduates make their way out of the auditorium so that everyone can see this great group of students. So, music.